Hey sister, how do you cope on days where you feel down or feel like shit? Excuse my language, but this pretty shitty feeling is quite real and present in our everyday lives, and we must stop pretending that this is how life is supposed to be and ignore the underlying message. Today, I want to share with you what your feminine wants to know at times when you are feeling down or feeling like shit or feeling tired, bored, or sad. My name is Jonita D'Souza. I am your feminine lifestylist, creatress of Exploring Femininity, which is a movement for modern day busy women just like you to reconnect with the ancient feminine wisdoms that they can experience more pleasure, more fulfillment, and more vitality in their everyday busy lives. So tell me this, when was the last time you felt like crap or tired or sad or depressed or down? And how did you react to this feeling? Most of the time we tend to move towards some or the other kind of binge as a reaction to this feeling. Let it be watching Netflix or emotional eating, emotional drinking, or even taking out our frustrations on our loved ones around us. Believe me, I have done all of these in the past, and it only helped me numb my emotions rather than resolving them. And to be honest, most of the times, to make things even worse, I had felt guilty for having wasted so much of my time and energy being in that binge state. So let me know if you are resonating with this. As a feminine explorer, I knew that I had to get to the roots of this repeated pattern in my life that was throwing me off the grid. It was a relief for me to find out that these emotions are real and most of us suffer from them, and they come and go. And the best part is that we can utilize these emotions to deepen our relationship with our feminine, and that's what I want to share with you today. So I want to share with you 3 key messages that your feminine wants you to know the next time you are feeling tired, bored, down, sad, depressed. So the first key message that your feminine wants you to know, oh my god, I can hear dogs in my background. Let's continue. So the first key message that your feminine wants you to know is to stop. Yes, it is as simple as it sounds like. Most of the time when we are feeling tired and angry or frustrated or sad or depressed, it is because our body is experiencing fatigue, and we are so much used to keep doing and keep pushing that we ignore these signs. Our feminine body requires much more downtime than the male body, and the truth is that our body knows it. She knows it before even you recognize this signal. And by default, we keep ignoring until it turns into an undesirable emotion. We literally vandalize our temple body by depriving her of good sleep, good rest, good food, good exercise, etc. So if you have been feeling like crap for quite some time, then your feminine is inviting you to look into how you can get more sleep, enhance your diet into a much more healthier one, or even move her. And yes, it requires a discipline. So now these days, when I begin to feel all undesired emotions like anger, guilt, or frustration or sadness, then I make sure that I indulge in at least 5 minutes of movement practice. And this is something that I have identified for myself that works the best, and I am able to shift my state of energy, state of being like that. And I teach in great depth different varieties of feminine movement medicines in my workshops and retreats, which women absolutely love. So, sister, if you are feeling like crap, then your feminine wants you to stop and give your temple body your loving care and attention. The second key that your feminine wants you to know when you are feeling sad, angry, frustrated, depressed is explore. Usually, when we are having these kind of undesired emotions, there is a misalignment of ideas, beliefs, or opinions. Or perhaps one of our boundaries has been violated. Now, these are great triggers that our unconscious mind reacts to when we are not met in our truest expression. For example, something just happened that pissed you off. Maybe it's a text from that annoying person, or a social media comment, or simply an argument with someone where something that you were meant to express was not met the way you would have desired. So when you are feeling like crap, then it is a really good sign that your feminine is inviting you to explore into where there is a misalignment in your truest expression right in that moment. And take this exploration with some sort of curiosity rather than a judgment. So get curious about where is the misalignment and how can you express yourself in a much more authentic way. And believe me, when you get curious, then beautiful creative ideas open up. I remember what used to make me really upset was when I had to take the public transport to travel to work every day. It used to piss me off like crazy. It used to be a very crowded train where people were packed and you literally could not breathe, and it used to drain me by the time I get to work. And I had to think of ways and explore ideas of how I could shift that and get more creative. So obviously I created a beautiful playlist that would help me with different moods to help me get by the journey without getting pissed off. The third key message that your feminine wants you to know is to disrupt. Yes, over and over again, I know we women are really good in telling ourselves stories of lack, doubt, and fear. This may not be real and simply based on our projection of our past experiences. So there's an interesting saying that be careful what you speak because your ears are listening. It is quite obvious for us to feel tired or depressed or sad or heavy in our body when we keep telling ourselves stories of doubt, fear, and lack in ways that we doubt ourselves. We keep telling ourselves that we are not good enough, we are not beautiful enough, we are not confident enough, we could not do that thing well enough. We have a lot of enough stories going on in our head, and that could really physically drain our body as well as emotions. And if you have these stories running in your mind, then I want you to know that this is absolutely normal too. Throughout centuries, we women have been molded to feel fear, doubt, shame, just for mere existence. And I'm so glad that our current generation of women, just like you and me, are dismantling this template. So next time, my dear sister, if you are feeling like crap, tired, bored, or depressed, ask yourself, what story are you telling yourself? Is that even real, or is that mere projection? And the invitation from your feminine here is to lean into what the fear might be, what the projection might be, because they are great signs of how you can enhance your beingness. For example, the recent story that I was telling myself that was making me feel really anxious, stressed, and drained out was the fact that I suck at information regarding construction, because I have a project going on right now, and I kept telling that to myself, that I don't know what to do, I don't know the techniques, the terms, the ideas, the process. And I kept telling that to myself, and I used to feel anxious and really stressed out while dealing with the builders at my home. So I quickly caught myself, and I knew that I had to disrupt this story and instead think of it as an opportunity to learn something new about myself. So these are the 3 things your feminine wants you to know the next time you are feeling super drained and tired or sad or fatigued. Is it your feminine telling you to stop ignoring your body's messages? Is it your feminine telling you to explore where the misalignment in your being is? Or is it your feminine telling you to disrupt the story that you've been telling yourself? And now I am really curious to know from you if these 3 key messages sat with you. Did you resonate at all? Did you have any aha moment? And also feel free to share this message with any other woman you think might benefit, who is feeling fatigue and has been sharing her concerns with you. Why not? Yes, we are in this together. So I would love to hear from you how you managed your emotions, your undesired emotions, and if you were able to use it as an opportunity to deepen your connection with your feminine. Until then,